Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So let's continue with our next lecture, which is evaluation. This part is really crucial when we develop courseware, because we want to see the efficiency of our courseware. We want to know how do we think the courseware is good as you think it is. When we try to implementing a training, it will involve and cost us thousands of dollars for large organizations. So normally what they do to overcome this problem, they build a courseware, and the courseware will be used to train their staff. So when we already have that software, we want to measure how do we know the courseware is good as we think. This is where instructional design evaluation will help you find out either your courseware is beneficial to staff or not. In effective IT evaluations, we have a phase, an activity where we uncover evidence to prove the training is really value. In instructional design, we have three evaluation models. We have formative, we have summative, and we have a confirmative. As we know, formative is where you do the testing, the evaluations before the product is ready. So in the process of development, we go some formative testing to make sure either the user or the client have something to add or to do some correction in the courseware, so that the process will be iterative. So it's depend on the developer how many formative tests that they want to perform in the development. Sometimes they just perform 2 tests. And then we have a summative evaluation, where we test everything at the end of the development. When the product is complete, we do the summative evaluations. And the last one, we have a confirmative evaluation, to see how well is the product continuing to work with the new learners, what are the product long-term impacts, and this we do the evaluation in the maturity stage. If we see the software process, the whole process, so we want to see either the current courseware can be used by the same learners, or we need to do some improvement so that we can sustain the courseware. So the confirmative, the orientation for the confirmative, actually it's the same thing like summative evaluations, where we do the evaluations at the end when the software is complete. So this is the method that we can use for the formative. Normally we can go for the expert review, one trials, or we can gather small group. We perform qualitative and ask them questions, and then they will give us the feedback. Designer as evaluator measure of student learner attitudes, completion time, and so on. So for the summative, we can do experimentals, or we can do a quasi-experimental, or we can have a pre-test or post-test designed with user group. We also have qualitative. So formative, normally they perform qualitative. They also can have qualitative. Same in the summative, we can have a qualitative analysis, where we do the observation, interview student, performance assessments, and we can add with the quantitative method. instead of we interview the respondent, we also can give questionnaire to the respondent and ask them to answer. And for confirmative methods to do the evaluation can be used same thing like summative evaluation.